Last night, after a long wait, the Denza N8L finally arrived. This time we brought a few questions to see whether this large, six-seater luxury SUV is good-looking, practical, spacious enough, and whether it's good overall. These are the key concerns for people looking to buy this type of vehicle. Whether it's good-looking or not is actually a very subjective question. However, this time, in order to appeal to more family users' aesthetics, the Denza N81 offers a more vibrant and colorful selection of paint options with a total of 6 colors to choose from. Among them, 2 are dual-tone options. One is the gray and black dual-tone right here beside me, and the other is a green and black dual-tone. Personally, I think if you're going for a more luxurious feel, the green and black dual-tone would be more suitable. As for this grey and black color, I think it's more suitable for younger family users. The overall design still uses that very boxy design language. The front face is inspired by doors looking as upright as a more restrained version of the N9. By restrained, I mean that compared to the size of the N9, it's a bit more toned down, but if you compare it to other similar models in its class, it still has a very strong presence. On the front, there are 4 daytime running light strips and the headlights are positioned below. Doesn't it look a bit like the traditional Chinese character for door? As for the grille here, it's also equipped with an active air intake shutter. Doesn't that seem familiar? The side profile is extremely simple and straight. In terms of size, the car is 5.2 meters long with a wheelbase of 3,075 millimeters and a width close to 2 meters. Compared to other similar models in its class, it's also longer. The 21-inch multi-spoke wheels are paired with Bridgestone tires. Surprisingly, it doesn't use the recently rebranded Jantong self-driving blue light, nor does it have the gesture control for opening the doors, although both features are available. However, there's no electric retractable running board. The overall rear design remains very full and straight. The tail lights have been optimized in their design, and when illuminated, they display a hexagonal shape with a straight line above that looks like a horizon. So that's the complete look at the N8L's design. I wonder what score you all would give it. Personally, I think it does a great job of inheriting the elegant posture of the design language, and it still looks very impressive. What do you think? Since this is a spacious SUV for family use, besides the overall design, practicality is also extremely important. The interior design of the N82 basically continues the same design language as the N9, very straight and simple without any unnecessary elements. There are 3 interior color schemes, the beige one we're sitting in now, a bright brown called Jinshan brown, and a gray option. I think for family use, the beige feels warmer while the gray is more resistant to dirt. Aside from that, I'm quite satisfied with the materials used in this car and the attention to detail in its craftsmanship. In terms of features, there are plenty, so you don't need to worry. Smart electric doors and soft closing doors are both included. For example, just now when we pressed the brake pedal, it closed my driver's side door. The front passenger door didn't close, which is a very thoughtful detail. It prevents situations where someone might not know about this feature. If someone is standing by the passenger door and I close it by pressing the brake, it would be quite awkward if the door hit them, right? In addition, there's 50-watt wireless fast charging in the front row, an in-car fragrance system, a streaming rear-view mirror, ambient lighting. Basically, all these features are included. Any configuration you can think of, you'll find it in this car. The infotainment system has also been upgraded in terms of functionality this time. There's also in-car payment integrated with Alipay, so you can order Starbucks, Luckin Coffee, or other coffee directly from the car's system. It's all possible. In addition, voice control now supports recognition of 10 different dialects, so it can understand various regional accents like Hainan, Cantonese, Sichuan, and more. What's more, the AI voice assistant can now support custom scene characters, for example. You can set it to become your mental healing therapist to help heal your inner wounds. You can also have it act as a financial advisor, or even have it cosplay as a nurse to comfort you, basically whatever you want. In addition, features like smartphone car connectivity, karaoke without a microphone, and the 20-speaker D-Relay sound system. These configurations are definitely more than enough. So next, is this car big enough? Let's adjust the seat to my standard driving position. So that's my usual driving posture. Now let's move to the back seat and talk about space. The front seat is set to my standard position, and for the rear seat, I've now adjusted it all the way back. As for legroom, there's more than a 2-fist distance, and the lateral space, the middle aisle, is also quite spacious. In this current setup, this is the most spacious arrangement for 4 people traveling together. The rear seat features are also very comprehensive. Both rows of seats come with ventilation, heating, and massage functions. Even the armrest supports 9 levels of adjustment, which means that no matter what position you're reclining in, it can accommodate you, allowing your hand to rest comfortably at just the right spot. The cup holders are hidden in the armrest here, making it quite convenient to grab things. However, unlike the N9, the 2 rear seats here do not have a lateral movement function. Still, the rear row is highly versatile. You can fold the 2 front seats flat to create a double bed, or like I'm doing now, if 4 people are traveling, you can move the rear seats all the way back. So what about these 2 rear seats? The backrest angles can all be adjusted to a very low position, allowing you to lie almost completely flat in a very comfortable posture. Combined with the rear screens, this makes for a much more comfortable travel experience. As for the rear features like the TV, I won't go into too much detail. There's also a refrigerator. Both sides are equipped with small tray tables, and each tray table even has a groove where you can place your phone. In terms of practicality, it's definitely sufficient. Now, I'm going to adjust it to a full occupancy comfort mode to see what the space in the third row is really like. In this full occupancy comfort mode, my legroom has already become just enough for both, so now let's head to the third row. It's still very easy to get through. So, how about the third row now? My legs are just touching the back of the seat in front. Actually, if the person sitting in the front row isn't that tall or is slimmer than me, you could move the seat a bit further forward and the third row would be more comfortable. Now, as for the seat configuration in the third row, there's also a heating function, as well as electric adjustment for moving the seat forward and backward, and electric adjustment for the seat back. Take a look. Even if you recline the seat back all the way, it's still quite a comfortable position. Also, since it has a segmented sunroof, when you're sitting in the third row, you won't feel particularly cramped. The side windows are also quite large, and the two seats in the third row can be folded down individually. So if you have 5 people in the car and you're going out for fun, or if you need to carry longer items like ski bags or golf clubs, you can do that easily. This feature is really quite practical. So, the N8L offers a lot of flexibility in the interior, which can meet your travel needs in different scenarios and ensures that every passenger in the car is well taken care of and enjoys a great ride experience. Now let's take a final look at the trunk storage space to see how it actually is. If you usually travel with 4 people, you can fold down the third row seats and the trunk will look like this. Below, there's also a deep storage compartment, which can actually hold quite a lot of small items. Now let's put the seat backs up and see how big the trunk is when there are 6 people in the car. All the adjustments can be made right here in the trunk. The electric controls are very convenient and easy to use. Now, the rear seats are reclined as far back as they can go, so the trunk space you see here is about what you get. I think you could easily fit a few 20-inch carry-on suitcases or several large bags without any problem. If you move the front seats forward a bit, I think this setup is pretty ideal for traveling with multiple people. After looking at the exterior and interior of this N81, to answer whether this car is luxurious enough, the answer is definitely yes. Whether it's the materials used or the features provided, they've basically given you everything. And of course, safety is the ultimate luxury. This N8L comes standard across the entire lineup with E3/9 airbags and high-speed tire blowout stability. These are just the basics. In addition, it's also equipped with FishFace A Intelligent Road Preview 2.0, an intelligent anti-motion sickness system, and more. In terms of driving assistance, it also features the Heavenly Eye wall with LiDAR. This allows you to feel completely enveloped by intelligence from every angle. Isn't this also a kind of luxury? Finally, let's get back to the most crucial question about this car. How much should it actually sell for? Many people are hoping for a price starting with a 2, but to be honest, after seeing all the features, materials, and the E3 architecture included across the entire lineup, you can tell that the cost of this N8L definitely isn't low. However, right now, the brand really needs a product like this to take its sales to the next level. Moreover, the pricing of this car needs to align closely with the N9, because both models have to advance together to secure their place in the luxury SUV market and make the brand's voice heard. This car will officially start pre-sales at the end of the month. Brothers, what do you think is a reasonable price? Feel free to leave your thoughts and discuss in the comments section.